Welcome to Buddhism. Parental responsibility is key in teen pregnancy management. Mothers were encouraged by Buddha to be fruitful, be good wives, and give motherly advice to their daughters. Daughter's failure is the mother's failure according to Pali canons. According to Buddhists, sexual unions were meant for conception and not enjoyment as perceived. However, some persons might not be sexually active or less interested for procreation as a result of heartbreaks, fertility, family planning methods, family reputation, or author profession. For such special cases, Buddha established monasteries to be served by celibates connected to Jainism. Buddhism allows complete celibacy for old and young monks together with nuns to be essential behavior for attaining eternal purity. Celibacy is for certain persons or lineage and not entire humanity. Renounces his princess or wife Yasodhara and son Raula to pursue ascetic life. Renouncing earthly pleasures for divine inheritance, he accepted celibacy after marriage. He had a son, a wife, and was satisfied from sexual unions. Celibacy after fulfilling sexual duties. According to Buddha, if a man divorces his wife, he should not remarry. If he does, then it's sexual immorality. Marrying a divorcee or someone with children not related is sexual immorality. So, singles such as widows, widower, divorced or separated, such persons were allowed into religious oaths, meaning a person is entitled to one relationship in life or marriage. Teens with children are to be married by men responsible for them or otherwise sexual immorality. Family planning methods might control pregnancies among sexual celibates, hence might be difficult to separate chaff from wheat. He established Brahma Kumaris, celibacy to promote bodily peace by defeating sexual lust. Celibates were given importance and guided into ethical commission as per directions or directive of Supreme Being or the Almighty God through Buddha. Those leading pure and celibate life will be successful and able to conquer vices surrounding love. According to Buddha, celibacy has the ability to create unseen environment for divinities to bring peace, power, purity, prosperity, and fortune. Celibates are eligible to claim bright future, which is the golden age of paradise. Craving for sexual unions and sexual behaviors are reasons for troubles around the world. After his death and strong celibacy resistance from Taoism and Shintoism, Buddhist clerics violated celibacy rule for long until state laws made marriage to be legal for Buddhist clerics. Subsequently, 99% of celibates got married, example being Higashifu Shimi Kunide, prominent Buddhist priest from royal ancestry who was married and Father Whisk served as a monk, proving some are not enjoying celibacy, they are pretending to be celibates. Buddhism proves two levels of celibacy. Celibacy before sexual unions or marriage and celibacy after sexual unions or marriage, meaning there are celibates with children and those without children. So virginity might not be celibacy. Celibates are unmarried persons, not married before, divorced or separated, not into sexual unions before or into sexual unions before, might have no children before or with children before. Buddha's temple was served by monks, vowed men or eremites devoted to solitude as opposed to cenobites living in communal eremites. Nuns were monials or sistrans, women devoted to religious vows living in communal cloisters. Celibacy is monastic life. Tripitaka codes encourage infertile women and important men into celibacy after purification services, so celibates might not be pursue, French word for male virgins, or Pantheon, Greek word for female virgins. Some of them have already been into sexual unions, marriages, so celibates might not mean avoiding sexual pleasures at certain stage or certain age. He believed teens were naive, innocent, and indisciplined, always misbehaves among adults. Inability to have children might lead to low self-esteem. Celibacy provides coverage for them. Some infertile women might accept prostitution for infertility, might be natural family planning, making them not conceive. Celibacy provides backup. Monks conduct their services separately as seminaries. Nuns conduct their services separately as convents, both wearing chivara or shamgati, full-time and written robes. Common communal were allowed for unavailable Eucharist services. Such services allowed monks to occupy the right side of the temple's arrangement. Nuns were allowed to occupy the left side of temple's arrangement. Different entries and different exits to avoid contacts arousing sexual behaviors. Buddha never allowed teens below 17 years to attend common service unless they were married. Sexual codes for lay followers were 5 precepts and 8-fold path-taking voluntary forms. personal undertakings, non-divine mandate or instructions. Third from 5 precepts were to refrain from sensual misconduct defined in Pali canons as abandoning sexual misconduct. A man abstaining from sensual misconduct, he doesn't get sexual satisfaction from those protected by their mothers, their fathers, their brothers, their sisters, their relatives, or their dharma. Those already with husbands, those entailing punishment or crowned by flowers from another man. Virginity is not mentioned in canon. However, Buddhist monks were expected to refrain from sexual behaviors. Gautama admonished his monks not among general followers to avoid unchastity from them. Sexual activities were allowed to other followers but limited to monasterial monks. Thanks for listening. Your golden research, Iman Sakit, and the Model of Teen Pregnancy.